What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a Battle Brothers-inspired RPG that just started its infancy in early access over here on Steam, called The Adventurers, which is a terrible name. That's very, very generic, but at the same time, I'm interested. Anything that invokes the righteous name of Battle Brothers, factually one of the best RPGs on Steam to this day, I've got to give it a try. I can't keep my hand out of the cookie jar. So we're going to play the game, give our first impressions for the first 30 minutes. I'll try to shout out anything I see right or wrong along the way. You can find a link to the game down below in the description if you wanted to check it out there, along with a bunch of other Nerd Castle related links that you can interact with and be like, ooh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and start a new game, I guess. I guess I'll leave everything kind of on the defaults. I don't really know what to fiddle with here. It says we've also got the event narrator, but I think it's an AI narrator right now. They're planning on replacing that, so I'll just read it because it'll make things flow smoother. It looks like we get to customize all of our adventurers and decide what they're going to be. Not a lot of customization available as of right now, but there was enough to get some of my guys started up. So I've got a warrior, I've got an archer, and I've got a thief. You also get to set up a limited backstory for each of these guys. So I guess in a different life, Zather was a forest guardian, Cavan was a bounty hunter, and Anjali was a swindler, which explains how she slid so easily right into thief mode. Okay, let's start the game off and just kind of like see where the adventures take us. So it looks like we've been spawned in on a world map, and quite a sizable one, actually. It doesn't look like it goes north and south. It only goes east and west, but I'm guessing we're this little dot right here, and we're trying to move into town. I like how there's little boats leaving from the harbor and whatnot. That's nice. Inside of town, it looks like there's a number of different places that we can dive on into and take a look at. There's an alchemist. It looks like we've got a blacksmith over here where we can craft our own equipment, or we can buy and sell. So that might be worth looking into. But the town hall looks like it has contracts available for us, so let's see what we've got going on here. And there are a ton of jobs inside of here. Let's start it off easy. We'll go with something, a cave full of goblins. Sounds like a fairly standard adventuring job, and we'll give that a go. What can I do with my equipment and whatnot? Can I do anything interesting with my equipment or my character layouts or whatever else? Let's have a look here. So if I open this on up, what does everybody have? So Zather has a dull hand axe and no shield. The hand axe, is that a two-hander? Doesn't look like it. He's only holding it with one hand. He's got some basic chainmail on. This guy's got an awful wooden short bow. And then Anjali looks like she's just got an awful dagger, so I guess we started out with just like the Wish.com version of adventuring equipment. That's okay, though. We'll figure it out as we go along. Everything's gonna be okay. Let's go back into town, and like, how expensive is something that's actually decent to put on our characters? Too expensive for us, unfortunately, so I think we're going to have to raw dog this one and just make it happen. Let's go to the Goblin Cave, and hopefully everything works out okay. So we'll start our travel over there. I would like to hear the sound of footsteps while you're moving through here, and then like maybe a red dotted trail that follows your character as you move through. As you go through woods and whatnot, having little flocks of birds awaken and fly off would add some much-needed ambience to the overall experience as well.
Through the mouth of the cave, the transition is...
As your party cautiously steps through the mouth of the cave, the transition is sudden and jarring. This font's got to go. You guys got to get rid of this font. This font is awful right here. It's really, really hard to read, especially with the background color and whatnot. I think if maybe you put it on a tan background like that one right there, it'd be a little bit easier to see. But this black on gray right here is really jarring to the eye. I would just go with like a standard font in all fairness. The scent of damp earth and distant sound of dripping water greet your senses. The narrow tunnel you find yourself in is roughly hewn from the rock, its walls adorned with primitive drawings and markings. The air is humid and heavy with the scent of decay, dampness, and something else, something not quite identifiable. The cave seems alive with faint echoes, as if it's whispering secrets of its own. Suddenly, just as the last of you enters the cave, the sound of scuffling feet reaches your ears. A guttural, high-pitched laughter follows, growing louder and echoing off the walls. From the shadows ahead, a horde of goblins appears, their wicked grins illuminated by the eerie light of the torch. Let's see how it goes. I want to see what combat's got going on inside of this game, since it seems like it's going to be a mercenary company sort of RPG. Like, I want to see what combat feels like. So we can move inside of range, and then we can confirm it. Can we see how far they can move? Okay, let's move our warrior up and then just defend right there because I don't know how speedy these goblins are going to be. Okay. Can I fire on one of these guys? So she's got her knife ready to go. Let's move up to here, and we'll kind of like wait and see what happens. So it looks like we've got fatigue, morale, slash attack that guy with a dagger. Oh, wow, he went down easy. Okay, fall back and make a defensive blockade for the archer. Archer's up here. How far can the archer fire? That far. So he needs to move forward by 2 if he wants to make that happen. Okay, we'll move up to here. Oh, but if he moves, it looks like he can't shoot. He's got to be stationary. Okay. Oh, wow, he actually closed that gap. Okay. Probably going to need some more sound effects, things like footsteps and kind of them cackling and whatnot since they called it out in the theme. We need to move our warrior in right here. He'll take the attack of opportunity right there because somebody needs to get that guy off of our archer. So you move up to there. Stab him pretty good. He's now down. Archer, give me a shot to finish him off. You missed. I probably should have checked to see what my chance of hitting was. All right, so a little bit of damage out right there. What does that do? A wide swing? So it's like a cleave that hits all the neighbors? All right. We'll smack him up a little bit. She got another crit and dropped another one. I'll take it. As far as attacks go, do I know what my hit chance is? I think it was just their dodge chance, so like 94. I think we just got really unlucky back there. You move up that way and stay out of the mainline combat. We are getting beat up all right. So with this attack, he's got a 6% dodge chance. Shouldn't be enough. Let's gang up on him. I don't know if we get any kind of flanking bonuses or anything. And it looks like we boost each other's critical hit chance, maybe? Oh, so each class gives every other class kind of a bonus for being in adjacency with them. And so she's giving him higher crit chance, but he's giving her defensive mitigation. Okay, didn't get the kill right there. But we could try to land that shot right there. Oh, he survived with like 1 HP, dude. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of a ripperoonies. Finish him off with the axe stab, though. It'll be all right. So combat stats, we've got experience gained, damage taken. All of the standard stuff is there. We've also got how many people killed an enemy. It's just a picture of a little guy with an axe embedded in his face. What did we get for loot? We got tribal necklaces. Okay, yeah, pick up all that stuff. Cosmetic jewelry. I like extra add-ons to my paycheck, so I'll go ahead and take it. We also, looks like we got 33 gold. We'll exit the combat, and I think we got to head back to town and just get our paycheck real fast. All right, back to town. Do they regenerate while we're cruising and walking? It doesn't look like they regenerate while we're walking back to town, and they are getting kind of tired. So maybe stop off right there. And do we have like a camping sub-menu? We do. Okay, so we can... So it looks like we can set up who's in charge of various activities. Let's put the hunter on hunting. We might get some food out of it. Let's put her on guarding the camp. And maybe like you maintain armor. And then we'll take a long rest. Okay. We didn't get all of our health back, but we got like a decent chunk of it back. Let's take a short rest and maybe see if we can get a tiny bit more health. I'd like her to be higher up the list of health like than she currently is, and then we'll go back to town real fast and see if we can get paid for the job. We can accept our reward. So that gave us a little bit of cash. We're sitting on 483 right now. If I go to general goods, how do I sell stuff? Okay, so I sell stuff inside of here. That's going to give us a nice boost to what we got going on. But I also need to check everybody's equipment before I start buying new equipment. But I think we do need new equipment. Like, we've got a nice short sword right there that's got to be better than the axe he's already got. So let's take the short sword. Is there like a shield or anything inside of here that my warrior can get? I'm okay with spending the money, but Let's give him the short sword. So he's now got a blade that's dealing twice as much damage, and it's of normal quality. So that'll help out. Do we have any daggers or anything inside of here that we could potentially give to the rogue, or any better bows? Doesn't look like it. I don't know if anybody can wear any armor. Let's get some gloves and some shoes, and we'll throw those on the rogue. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got some gloves and we've got some boots, and it looks like you can actually get hit in different spots. I don't know if that's implemented yet or where it would call that out on the overall combat list, but I'll have to pay attention to it the next time we go into combat, because this is not additive. This little bonus that they're getting for each piece of armor, the bonus is specifically to the body part, but we're a little bit low on cash right now. I think we could definitely use another warrior inside the tavern too, just so we can get some kind of actual real front line that maintains when the enemy's around. The alchemist, it looks like we can request healing. What's that going to cost? 12 bucks? I got the cash on me. We'll go ahead and take it. Let's dig up another job and see what we got going on here. Help Strongfay Dell. We need to carry vital goods to Strongfay Dell to the southeast. Speed and safety are paramount. Are there any other fights? There's some orcs over here inside of a fort. Let's do the goods first, and then we'll also take the orcs as well, so that we're on contract for both of them. And let's go get ourselves paid. So it looks like the orc camp is right there, and Strongfay Dell is down that way, so we can hit them both in one trip. Do I get any kind of bonus for being on the road? I don't know if we get any kind of bonus for being on the road, so let's just send them into combat over here with the orcs. Although it is nighttime when we're attacking. So the orc fort's wooden walls, once a symbol of strength, now stand as a testament to the passage of time and the harsh elements that have worn them down. Broken battlements and faded banners hint at a past battle and struggles. The scent of wood smoke lingers in the air, a sharp contrast to the looming aura of danger that surrounds the place. You catch glimpses of movement from the corner of your eyes. Shadows dart along the fort's perimeter, and occasionally guttural voices drift on the wind. The small group of orcs inhabiting the fort, clad in mismatched armor and bearing weapons stained with battle, have transformed it into a stronghold. Savage laughter mingles with the crackling of a fire, painting a vivid picture of their lawless existence. So at the beginning of the outset of the fight with the orcs, hopefully they can't close this gap on the first turn, otherwise we're going to have serious problems. He's got a double shot. I feel like that's a really good idea right now. So let's double shot and then move away, hopefully securing a kill up here with a dagger or something. I don't know if it's a good idea for her to engage, but I'm going to do it anyways. What does that do? 2 quick attacks with a dagger. All right. Oh, he lived. That's the worst possible outcome. No base contact yet, though. Let's split this fight in 2. He can hit both of them. But there has to be an enemy there. I can't target it at a hex that doesn't have an enemy on it. So that's kind of a bummer. Let's just kill the one, and we'll have the archer run support. Like, I'm going to be blowing all my cooldowns here in order to make it through this, I think. Killing one enemy on the first turn, 20 damage right there. Okay. Double shot him. You come up over here, and we're going to be using everything we have. Oh, you missed. Okay, so I need you to survive another turn, but there's still 3 of them left. And I don't know how this is going to go. I need them to line up for his double swing. That's what I really need. Everybody's got a health potion on them, so I'm hoping that we can just kind of tank through this. Soften up one of them. Oh, with the miss, dude. Give him a double stab. Okay, that'll work. Yeah. Let's get a couple health potions in you. And you just keep, like, tanking and doing your thing. You fire on him, I guess. Damage definitely needs to come up, though. I don't see a lot of ways around it. You get the double swing off right there. He's still alive, unfortunately. Hate that. Wish that he wasn't. Let's go for a free action for a potion. Finish him off as long as we don't get a miss. big crit right there, which is unfortunate. Get him with the double tap. Come down. How much HP does he have left? 16. Finish him. I'm not happy with the way this is going right now. He's got 30 HP left. All right, cleave them then. Drink another potion. 16 damage out right there. Move down to here. Give me a double strike just in case you low blow him for like no damage. And we made it out the other end. It was a little bit ugly, but we made it out the other end. We've got bags of gems. Well, at least it was financially worth it. I guess these guys are just like a big fan of shiny rocks. And who can blame them, dude? There's nothing better than a good shiny rock. Everybody loves a rock that shines an extra little bit of translucence in there. Play with the light a bit. But we still need to get down to Strongfay Dell. And so let's stick to the road for right now. And we'll stop off when we need to. It doesn't look like they adhere to the roads, but they really should. Like, they should adhere to the roads, and they should get some kind of movement bonus for being on the roads. So they should look at the roads as the first principal option for moving around the map, rather than just, like...
Fatigue overwhelms the party, forcing them to halt their journey and seek
All right. Let us seek respite then. We'll take a long rest, and hopefully we don't get jumped in the middle of the night, because I don't really have a lot of potions or anything left. We got food going down. Meds are going down a little bit too. But we made it till morning. All right, continue chugging that way. I wonder if it's like safer to stay on roads. I don't know. I rerouted and came back down here real fast. Like I loaded a save, came back down here, and I'm sticking to the roads from now on, dude. I don't know if bad things can happen out in the woods, but I would rather they not happen to me. We can also change the pace of the party from marching to... Let's see. 2 distressed men approach you with urgency etched on their faces. They recount a grim tale of goblin marauders that attacked their group, leaving their friends slaughtered and their possessions plundered. They plead for your assistance, beseeching you to hunt down the goblin raiders and rescue any captives who may still be alive. The men's voices tremble as they describe the goblins' brutal tactics and the havoc that they wreaked upon their companions. They implore you to undertake a rescue mission, guiding you to the likely location. Okay.
Your best efforts, you are unable to find the cave as described by the villagers.
Oh. Well, I guess that solves the problem. Peasant problems are exactly that. Peasant problems. Now let's move on down the road and see if we can get over here. Is there a way to like... Oh, there's like a little synopsis over here of what we're doing. There's like a little video of our characters walking, sort of like Lord of the Rings style. And after a bit of a long walk, it looks like we finally made it to Strongfay, dude. This place was down here. This place was aggressive. All right, let's get down here. I would like to be able to speed up or slow down time or whatever. It might still be here, and I just haven't found it on the UI just yet. But it feels like you move around the map very, very slowly. We get our reward for dropping off the stuff. We also need to go to the blacksmith, and we need to sell off all these gems. So let's sell those. And that's actually got us pretty financially in good shape. So it looks like I can smelt down these broken axes, but it costs me money, and it takes 8 hours. Okay, so you got to be, like, ready to deal with that situation. Never mind that. Ooh, a shield? A shield would be good. Let's go to the tavern and get another mercenary, though, because I can't help but feel the feeling that we're outnumbered. So we've got an archer over here. We've got a thief. I wanted another warrior. Yeah, let's hire her. So we'll add her to the party, and it looks like she costs 13 bucks per pay period. I don't know where we see a synopsis of our finance flow, but I actually don't know where I check my finances at. I went through all the tabs, and I can't find a financial tab that lets me figure out how much money I'm spending. I don't know if it's per day or what the sum total is that I'm going to be spending. It's got to be around like 50 bucks a day. But we did get level ups, so we get to level these guys up. I'm going to give him strength, and I will probably give him resolve because I plan on strapping a shield to him. Okay, and so I guess that's what leveling up looks like there. And it looks like at level 2, he gets a new ability. I don't know if I only get to pick one from here because there's a couple that I want. There's ones that, like, reduce armor penalties that you get for wearing armor. There's ones that make you get more energy back per turn. I would say double his energy recovery per turn. Sounds like the one to me. It looks like I get to pick one from each side, so we'll go with a double slash from right there. And then this guy's got no level up, but she has a level up. I'm going to go with the quick breaths once again because being able to cast a special ability on every single turn seems really, really good. Throw sand in their eyes. It reduces their block, dodge, parry chances by 50%. I'd like it better if it reduced their hit chance by 50%. I'd be much more excited about that. Let's just go with the poison dagger, I guess. Does anybody else have a level up? Nobody else has a level up, so I need to give her stats, though. Let's give her some strength so that she hits harder. And let's give her some crit. That sounds like the play to me. A 21% chance to crit when she's spamming that double strike with breath recovery. Feels like it's going to be super helpful. It looks like I can move them around in the party order, too. Let's get Kirk here. And we'll kind of protect the squishies a little bit by getting this rearranged on this little, like, synopsis tab over here, because I'm guessing that's going to change, like, our starting formation when we go into combat, which I've found to be subpar so far. At the blacksmith, though, let's buy some equipment. So there's a normal quality hand axe right there. Let's grab that. We'll grab the shield. I don't want to go too nutty with my purchases, but getting people fitted up might be a good idea. Nobody has a helmet, and so I at least want to get helmets for the warriors. The metal ones are kind of expensive, though, so I guess we'll just get like a baby bitch helmet for right now. Yeah, we'll just get whatever's cheapest because I can't really afford to do anything too wild and crazy. Put the helmet on him, so he's now got a helmet on. She now has a helmet on for going into combat. Give him the shield. He didn't put the shield in his hand, but he got like an aura thing around him, so maybe it'll be okay. In the town hall, are there any good contracts around here? They want us to go to Gathram to the southeast. It looks like there's cleansing shadows. A cult has taken residence in the old cemetery. Yeah, let's do that. We can go raid the cemetery real fast. And so it looks like the cemetery's over there.
Come across a trio of herbalists diligently scouring the air.
Yeah, let's go over to here and see if we can get any mayhem. There's bandits right there. Can I fight those bandits just wandering around the map?
In the distance, a cloud of dust rises, betraying the presence of a small bandit group on the move. The rhythmic thud of...
All right, well, let's just jump into combat. I don't really care about the flavor text for right now. It's just a bandit fight that we found on the road. Let's see how this goes. You get over to there. They also have an archer, though, which could be problematic. End his turn, but it looks like they go last after our entire party. So let's get everybody grouped up. You join combat. Oh, he's got the shield on now. Get him with the double strike. Oh, that was wide swing. I clicked the wrong thing. Ugh. Okay, you move down to here. Get him lit up a little bit. Hopefully these guys can't make base contact too fast. Archer's going to hit us either way. I don't think there's any way around that. We're just going to have to live... Oh, they have multiple archers. Not ideal. Okay. Do a double shot on him. You move up and clear the flank and give these guys crit bonus. All right, there's one down. You start moving for the archers. That's your job, is to go get the archers. Keep them on their toes. Mace Slam went out. We can probably finish this with one hit. Force base contact right there so he can't move around and get that guy. And then you... I don't think I have any potions left. You maybe reroute and go help out with the archers. I think he can hold right here with archery back up. All right, move to there. He doesn't have enough energy to do a double shot this turn, so we'll just do a normal shot. Whose turn is it? The rogue? All right, rogue. There we go. Close with this guy right here. Oh, they get an attack of opportunity for range, too, when I move inside their radius? Interesting. Get him with a double swing. He's dead. Second one didn't even work. And you can rejoin the fracas. Move to there. And down he goes. What is that? A level up? Nice, dude. Level ups are good. I need him to have that ability that gives you your energy back in combat twice as fast. It's just too good not to take. We've got some fine cloth, we've got a bandit's ring, and we've got a dull hand axe. I can live with it. Made a little bit of money, too. We should probably rest and heal, though, before we go fight these cultists. Healing's all nice and done, and we're attacking with the daylight. Let's avoid it for a second, because I need to level up my archer. He needs a level up, and he needs it soon. Let's increase his crit chance. Maybe increase his damage a little bit with his bow. I need to get him a nicer bow that does like 20 or 30 damage a shot. I think that's going to be my next purchase. I'm definitely leaning in that direction. And then as far as skills go, give him quick breaths. Because, like, dude, in Battle Brothers, Iron Lung is one of the best things you can possibly get because it keeps people from gassing out. A guaranteed chance to critically hit. Eagle Focus increases damage by 25% on attacks for 20 energy for 8 turns. Okay. Pin might be useful, though, too, to keep guys from moving. Let's do Pin instead. I like the Eagle Focus, but being able to control the flow of combat and where enemies go feels more valuable to me right now. All right, now we'll go in for our cultists, and then we'll call it a day. But so far, my first impressions of the game are that it's very, very early on in its development cycle, and as of right now, it doesn't really live up to other members of the genre. There's a couple of these little mercenary builder games out there where you take mercenaries, convert them into an army, do missions, and far and away the best one there is Battle Brothers. Battle Brothers is by far the best one when it comes to like sheer tactical depth and the amount of things that you can do, especially after all of its expansions have been released, but there are other games out there too. And so far, I think the combat's a little bit too simple to compete with pretty much any of the other offerings out there as it stands right now. You pretty much just move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot. It's got kind of like a 90s JRPG type tempo to it. They're going to have to work on that and get the game a little bit more intricate because I think people that are interested in this genre where you're taking sandboxy heroes and converting them into sandboxy warriors to go do sandboxy missions, people like to fiddle and people like to play around with strategies there. They like it to have depth. I mean, even in something in Battle Brothers like, let's say, fighting an initial posse of Nachtzerers, which a low-level party can do, there are strategies that go into that fight that will allow a bad party to still pull through if luck is on their side. Every single pack of mobs in that game, as an example, has tactics surrounding how you get after them, and every single character has a bunch of abilities that are granted by their weapons, their equipment, and their perks that allow them to move around the battlefield or deny areas of the battlefield to the enemy, swap places with the enemy, you know, stun the enemy, things of that nature. And then that, in accordance with a lot of the other games in this genre, also have a lot of positional things inside their map generation. So this game, the maps are strangely barren. There's no choke points, there's no altitudes, there's no line of sight from what I've seen so far. And so, unfortunately, this one hasn't really impressed. I'm going to keep an eye on it as a fan of the genre, just because I like games like this, and I'll keep an eye on the early access and see what's going on with it in a year or so, and if they've managed to get those things on in there with the battle systems. But for right now, it's missing a layer of, I think, intricacy that's instantaneously available in other mercenary games, whether it comes to push-pull or shield fighting in a spear wall. You know, like all those other games have tactics straight out of the box, whereas this game, it kind of just feels like move, dump your ability, move, dump your ability, so on and so forth. And so I think if they could get the combat a bit more intricate, the writing seems to be pretty good on most of the quest descriptions. They need to change out that god-awful font that's really hard to read. But, you know, this right here is The Adventurers. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today it was The Adventurers. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me, and that's about all I got for you.